following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
Alright.
It takes him a little while because he has to hunt down the TV version, so and it's a bit fuzzier.
Let's watch some. Now, that's specifically for the television version because I think it'll be a little more entertaining. So it'll be a little bit fuzzier. I hope you're okay. Well,
I don't know if there's such a thing as an HD version of the TV version, so I'm assuming it's VHS quality, but slightly better.
If I were making DVDs and Blu-rays, I would put just the audio track on as an optional audio track you could switch to. Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon! Yeah, guy's a serious airhead. Like, I want to show her Scarface, but the TV version.
Oh god, I want to see that too.
Goodfellas?
Changing when he is about to...
When this was first broadcast on out of theaters and on the regular televisions or inbuilt home screens at the time, it was feared that it might be shown at a time where children might watch it, and they had archaic laws where children could not hear certain words because they believed somehow it would stop them from turning into criminals.
So
retarded. They replaced certain terms with safe words, like a Kids Bop song, but not as awful.
I see. Actually, I should say, she instead of going, "That's retarded," she goes, "That's not very good."
Learn to get that smile. Yeah. I see what you did there. Now,
what are children doing watching this anyway?
Probably wondering why his voice changes all the time.
I mean, it's so damn obvious. There's no way that anybody would not notice that is a completely different actor.
It's part of the charm. Now, humans would later go on to blame just about everything for failing to raise their children properly, like violent movies are causing problems. Oh, and then it was television shows, and then it was music, then it was books, then video games. Anything but bad parenting.
Ah, I see.
It's always someone else's
Scapegoats
fault.
for their own inadequacies as parents. I understand.
Yes. We of the enlightened future realize the folly in this and therefore do not try to censor entertainment products. It's the light of nascent fun in her eyes that keeps me going.
I can't wait until you show her Conan.
I haven't done that.
No? You've been showing her, like, I say modern, but modern for us, buddy cop, police.
I realize I also owe you a second film, so we'll watch the third one at a later time. It's better.
I mean, that one was okay, but you are right, it is not structurally that different from the first one. The villain is not as good as the first villain.
Oh, no. Oh, you're one of them, aren't you?
It's not as smartly written as the first one. I mean, based on my observations.
You'll be happier if you just don't realize that you don't need to look like a complete badass around me all the time. I already know you're a badass.
I don't like to be seen doing frivolous things.
No one can see you here. No one even knows this place exists.
Yes, that would explain, even though there are, let's see, I would guess at about 80 seats, there is nobody except us in here and the old man running the projector at the top.
And he'll be asleep for half of it.
I'll asleep now!
See? Pain is an acquired taste.
Yes. This popcorn is rather nice, though.
Oh, yeah. So,
I know it's not bad for me because there's so little to it.
in moderation. It's almost all starch.
Oh,
Still,
places it onto the side. I'm going to have to do some extra working out when I get home.
that's how I handle it. Suddenly distracted by the thought of Sergeant Tadami working out. Oh, anyway, why do you think I don't tell the others about this place?
Because they would come here.
Yes.
I would thought your friend would want more custom. He cannot be making a profit on this place if this is the...
I think it's a side hustle.
Oh, so he's up to something.
I'm not implying that. I'm implying it's sort of like he likes movies, so he runs this place on the side from another business. I don't know. Honestly, I'm afraid to ask. Who knows what humans do?
I'll look into him.
No work now.
I was joking.
I appreciate that, but I wish I could have told. Tiala's mind baby thing is not rubbing off, it seems.
Mind baby thing.
You know, when her eyes go all black and she's like, now I will read your mind.
Oh. Of course, she's been practicing with you. Good.
Me good, yes.
It's good to know she hasn't been slacking on that.
Tiala doesn't slack much at all. In fact, it was almost impossible to get her to take a vacation.
Yes, there is hope for her.
That was another joke. Very funny.
Vacations are a frivolous thing.
I disagree.
They're for people with post-traumatic stress, and that's about it.
They're also for police sergeants who need to unwind and embrace life.
Nonsense, I'm fine.
Oh,
I'm happy in my work.
You're presuming I was
Work
talking...
is vacation. Well, how many other C6 sergeants do you know?
One. The guy on the desk. Looks like he needs a vacation. Every time I mention your name, he jumps out of his skin.
Good.
Oh, I agree. At work, you should always make sure your subordinates view you as an unstoppable murder machine.
No, not
Well, from my line of work.
I see.
Why do you think I take so many stupid risks?
Because you want to die?
Oh, no, for at least a year.
So you're not like the Martin Riggs character then?
Oh, no. I still have reasons to live. I haven't contracted diabetes yet.
No, fair enough.
Because there's nothing to live for once chocolate is denied to you. And diabetic chocolate tastes like ass.
I have had, well, not specifically that, I have had sugar-free chocolate and
It's like made of carob or something.
oh, carob.
Anyway.
The pineapple on pizza of chocolate.
Oh, Jesus Christ. God damn, it's the Democratic candidate of chocolate.
With Ross Perot.
So anyway, Sergeant, we're probably going to be trying to get into the drone manufacturing facility soon.
Good.
The end credits, obviously, I'll wait till the... What exactly did you want us to look for? I mean, I figure we've already found tons of evidence that has just been... Well, opportunities were lost.
I don't know, I just feel like
Wants
we
to
need
break
some...
into a place on a fishing expedition? No, do
The
it,
problem
but
was
that's
so much of the information that was gathered was not technically... I mean, a lot of it wasn't illegal.
They're keeping
It
two
was just-
separate sets of books.
Yeah,
That's illegal. They're lying about their numbers, which at least has got to be a tax problem. My question is, if they're not actually saving money doing this, why do it? There must be a why. I was thinking of a two-pronged thing anyway. Zalu and I sneaking in and sending Tiala in with a bluff gambit through the front door. With Rover, because Rover can't sneak. So I figured set Rover up as some kind of security for official Tiala. under a fake name. Well, we'll work it out amongst the group, and I'll just keeping you up to date on the unofficial officials.
Yes. Just wondering, maybe the avenue is to see what business partners they have. Maybe there's some kind of deal we don't know about that's gone down.
So I should.
If this isn't about cost cutting, then why would they do it? The answer to me would seem that they have some kind of business dealing with somebody who wants drones out there instead of real people. Why would you want robots instead of real people? Well, let's see. Robots
Don't ask questions.
don't ask questions. They don't go, oh look, that looks suspicious. I wonder what's going on there.
So we should look through
They don't have intuition. They don't have reasoning. What?
Nothing.
You're looking awfully smug. I mean, if it's because I said something that triggered an idea in your mind, I am happy. But
You really enjoy your work.
of course I do.
That's good.
That's why I don't need vacation, because to me, work is vacation. Work is fun.
A break is as good
It's
as a change.
satisfactory.
You can do more. I'll continue to help you, but it's good to know that I now have a wedge. But anyway, so we'll be breaking into the executives' offices and probably also their records department of financiers to look for business partnerships. That's what we're looking at.
So you're going to go back to the...
No, the
original-
manufacturing facility.
Oh, in case there's any links there that you couldn't find. And
After, they must be aware that someone tipped them off to the double books. They wouldn't keep anything there. It wouldn't make sense. I'll break back in there if we don't find anything in the other place, but their security's going to be higher, and Zalu is not good at lying. Which is amazing.
why? Because he doesn't have any expressions.
Oh, I'm calling him Zardoz the whole time. This is a mistake I'm making, not the...
Because he has no expression behind that.
He could be quicker on his feet. I'm also a little concerned about his drinking.
Well, drinking is a nasty habit that can impair your judgment and motor reflexes.
I think he's trying to hide from his problems from inside a bottle.
Well, a lot of people have been there. According to your background file, you've been there.
Well, that's why I'm concerned.
You don't want to see him going down the same path you did.
I lost 7 levels.
Well, yes, I mean, what else is there to do on a backwards farming colony for several years in a humdrum, job where all you can do is blame yourself for past mistakes?
Plot revenge and drink.
There we go. How's the revenge plotting going, by the way? You seem to have been done with the drinking.
Pretty good. I mean, all I need to do is work out when the best time to drop by his apartment will be. And then a delicious box of chocolates should seal the deal.
Well, let me guess. The chocolates are going to be in a dextro amino box, but they're really going to be lever chocolates.
No, they're going to be perfectly fine.
Oh, is this just one of those you're going to give him nice gifts, but it's more to let him know that you can get to him if you... Of course.
Arbitrary and capricious.
And the fact that you're giving him nice gifts instead of threats is almost a threat in of itself. It's very unusual.
I don't have to threaten him. He's illegally caused my medical records to be altered. I've already got his ass on a barrel if I wanted. But I don't. He was just doing what he had to do.
So you have proof that he's manipulated
I'm
records falsely?
I'm fairly sure it wouldn't stand up in a court of law, but yes. My slicer is better than his slicer. Actually, right now, I might be better than his slicer.
Yes, I have heard you're quite the dandy with computers lately.
Oh, who's been talking? Someone's gonna need a lesson in loose lips sinking ships.
Well, I'm sorry you got praised for your good work with computers.
Yeah, it's one of those things that the exact nature of my skill probably should be kept under wraps.
To be fair, it's only Tiala.
Oh, well, that's fine.
I mean,
Tiala should
she's
know.
the only one of your group that knows about our relationship. I mean, the relationship between
Yes,
the captain and myself and your Sidewinders organization. You seem to have kept us from your...
After the Zargon incident, it is the only logical step.
Yes.
Now, members of my team, they do chafe under not being told things. I know the human suspects that they'll be used as cannon fodder because they're being kept from things. Zardoz, of course, doesn't like it, but
I know what you're doing. You're just waiting for the right moment till you can fully trust them, and then they'll be brought onto the fold. It's only natural.
I was going to do it piecemeal, gradually. I have allowed Zardoz access to the cockpit, and also Rover, but she doesn't know it yet.
I see. She is quite an adept pilot, at least at small vehicles.
Every time I've ever tried to get a beat on that, she's crashed.
I see.
I think that's true. If it isn't, then I don't say that. It's good to have more pilots. I'm
not sure about your Quarian friend. I am not as familiar with him. I have very few files.
He seems competent. He performed a one-bell dock with an unfamiliar ship on a Solarian station.
That is the Quarian's forte, is it not?
I realize it's a little spacist, but I just presume that all Quarians are good with machines and flying, and so far that has been the case with the 100% sample size of team members that are Quarians that I've sampled.
True. Although I believe Ator's little friend, what's her name?
Pie Crumpet?
No, she wears the pink and white suit. Lita, I believe, from what I've heard, she cannot. She doesn't even know how to screw in a screw.
Well, there had to be one. Maybe that's why she's been kicked off the flotilla.
Perhaps.
Yes, I was thinking maybe of suggesting we try and forge up some documents for Tiala that makes her an auditor from Space Post Company. Give her access to places she can walk around. Well, Zulu and Zardoz and I, sneak in elsewhere. Two-pronged.
Probably could get her some credentials for Space Post specifically, but there are probably some Citadel regulatory commission posts I could probably make up for her that I would have access to.
Aha. So long as it wouldn't cause them to go into an evidence-hiding panic.
No, but if I make her, they would easily be able to tell if she was not part of their
I was
organization.
thinking of suggesting that she imply that she would be amenable to bribery. Often, it is... I realize that, like, as a police, you would not...
If nothing else, we can get them on trying to bribe a city official. Granted, she isn't one, but
They don't know
if
that.
she's
I mean, it
posing
could
as
count
one.
as entrapment. But then again, we don't work for Seasick.
I was going to bring that up. It's like, well, if the Sidewinders are doing it, Seasick themselves are not guilty of entrapment if we find out. It's a nice little legal loophole.
Tell me what you know about Gasalis.
Jury Inspector. Almost
Visible wince.
almost as tall as you.
Cute little guy. All the way down there.
Has been Inspector for about 6 years now, I believe.
Increased wince.
Former Turian military. Beyond that, I am not familiar with his record of why he got promoted to the rank of Spectre. I see blonde and hair and boobs from here. Just is that Asian?
No.
No,
Ludmilla Deutschek. I think that's how you say it. Wasn't expecting that. Caught me a bit by surprise. Sorry, again.
Caught you a tit by surprise. I mean, bits. I just.
Boobs!
I don't know much else because most of that will be under the records of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance branch that I'm not privy to.
You don't know anything about why he's a Spectre?
No, like I specifically said, I know he served in the Turian military for a while. I believe out of Palaven itself, and then about 5 or 6 years ago he became a Spectre. But I don't know what connected those things.
What about Tanara Velia? Valia.
Even I'm blanking on who that is at the moment.
You sold me a Spectre statue of Tanara.
Oh! God, it's been so long I forgot what the name was.
Who has diabetes now? You probably should get tested.
No, because I don't have diabetes as long as I don't test positive for it. Just like I don't have a cholesterol problem if it doesn't get tested.
Oh, you do.
I haven't been told I have one, so...
What's fucking weird is, like, every other test, I'm great.
Yeah.
Like, aside from being fat, I'm in perfect fucking health. Diabetes. How? Fucking how?
I guess anybody could get that.
It could be hereditary, I don't know.
She will rattle off some stuff about her that I don't have in front of me.
Wow, D-cup, really?
She doesn't mention that.
Yes, she does.
But she mentions some stuff that you read about in the book, basically, already.
And Casalis is a Spectre.
Yes.
Like a real one.
I assume so.
Boy.
Why? What's wrong?
He must be very good at playing the thickest wicket.
Oh, you've met.
Oh, you've met?
I'm sorry?
Yes.
No, I'm honestly confused. What you've met Gasalis and he has broken your brain?
Well,
So you don't think he's a very good Spectre?
he must be, otherwise he wouldn't be one, but I don't understand the man. But if he's a Spectre, there's still hope for me. It's amazing how sometimes in the most unlikely places you find answers. So you have beer.
Yes.
Human beer.
Yes. Yes, because I saw them drinking it in the movies we've been watching. I was curious. It seems like everybody in these movies, beer is the drink of the police and the heroes.
It's a common man beverage.
Oh.
Often used to depict common man heroes and make them relatable to the viewing audience. Most of them
because beer is a cheap beverage that everybody can drink, so therefore the people watching it they go, hey, he's just like me.
It's a relatability aspect.
I see.
And it comes in many different flavors and types and thicknesses.
Yes.
They've made an art form of it.
I bought German, I heard it was the best.
There's a small country that's basically a prison that also makes very good beer.
Australia?
Yes, that's the one. Yeah, said no one fucking ever! I've never heard Australian beer being any good. No, I believe it's called Buveland. It's a country filled with hobbits and orcs. I now know something else I have to show you.
I am not familiar with either of those words. Hobbits and orcs.
Don't worry. I have you.
I'm utterly confused.
There's just 3 more movies I've added to the list of things you need to see. Ooh, and Conan. And that's the bridge.
Fuck! Conan. Oh, yes, I believe I've heard of him. Large forehead, red hair, dots on his cheeks. Very funny?
No.
No?
No.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know what that thing is you're describing.
I thought there was an ancient Earth comedian.
How would you know that?
I have come across it. It has been referenced.
Well, now I'm going to have to look into it. I have a feeling it's just going to be like, well, I don't get it. What is Jub Jub?
So it's not okay. It's not what you're talking about.
Nope. At least, if it is, then that's very surprising.
Well, thank you for the movie. Keep me appraised of how the drone situation goes.
Well, assuming Zalu doesn't splatter us all over the headlines, I will.
If he shoots another drone, I will arrest him.
Bring a blotter,
I'm sorry?
because you'll need to sponge him up off the ground.
Ah. I think I know what you're referring to. Then I'm going to have to arrest you too.
Of course, that is your job.
Yes. I would prefer not to arrest the both of you, so make sure he does not do it. Farewell.
Farewell. Gonna watch her leave,
Well,
because
that's
it's
fun.
fun.
Very tight pants.
God damn it, Ken. Okay, I'll go finish painting my stuff.
Okay.
Unless I encounter something on the way back to the apartment.
No, I can't think of anything you would encounter.
I mean, River can't take two steps without a mugging or a rapist or an assassin. I'll stop by a local bar.
Okay. Vortex, or like a different bar you haven't been to before?
Yeah, Vortex would be fun.
Tyrese Dreyfus dancing. God, what was the name of the bartender there? It's been so long since you guys actually stopped off in there. After you used to be kind of regulars in season 1.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to go back. Wait, that can't be the right number of credits. No, I think I've entered something wrong here. I'm just going to delete the last digit because I'm fairly sure I don't have 200,000 credits.